Hi friends, strangers, internet. My name is Emily Hanhan. I love colorful makeup and colorful language. And today we're here with a tag. This is the Boujee Beauty Guru Tag, created by Agape Love Girl, Maria. So Maria created this tag and posted it around the end of July, and I've seen it floating around in the community, and I just think the questions are interesting, and I wanted to give you my thoughts on them. The tag has 11 questions. Let's just jump right in. The first question is, would you rather buy one expensive or luxury item or buy several items with the same amount of money? The first question already has me tripped up because yes, I would rather have multiple items that equal the value of one expensive item. Like, you know, multiple things rather than one $129 Natasha Denona palette. But usually my issue with the brands that I would buy a lot of smaller products at a lower price point is that you either can't test them out ahead of time, you can't swatch them at a time, you can only buy them online. Those are the kinds of things that I don't enjoy doing. I don't enjoy not being able to see a color in person or swatch something in person, even if it's a terrible in-store swatch. So I would rather get multiple smaller items, but I also would like to be able to like touch and feel and play with them ahead of time. Does that make any sense? But I mean, in the scheme of things, like I would buy multiple indie single eyeshadows over one preset Natasha Denona palette any day. So like I might spend the same amount of money on 20 JD Glow shadows that I would on that one big palette from Natasha, but I also enjoy mixing and matching and playing and putting together palettes using single eyeshadows. Question number 2. When it comes to beauty products, do you believe the phrase you get what you pay for? Um, I think it depends again. I think that there are some brands that are specifically so luxury that you are not getting what you pay for. You are, paying for a name, you're paying for packaging, things like that. At the same time, I think that sometimes you get what you pay for comes true in terms of the formula, how finely milled something is, how many times it's been tested before it came to market. So I think there's a level, there's a price point in which you like do get what you pay for, and then once things have kind of exceeded that price point, you're just paying for branding and like marketing and all that fanciness. So I guess basically my answer is like it depends. Question number 3. What's the most expensive beauty item you've purchased with your own money? I like that she phrased this question like that you've purchased with your own money. So in terms of watching the tag, it's not gifts, it's not PR. So the most expensive stuff that I've purchased, I don't have yet. I backed the Refer Kickstarter. And when I say I backed it, like I got the biggest set of brushes that they offered. Yeah, I spent $250 on brushes. Oh, yeah, I almost swallowed my tongue just now. So I've never owned any high-end brushes, and it is a huge leap of faith to purchase such a big collection, and I've never used them. I really hope that like I didn't let all my beauty influencer people truly fuck me over, but I think the person that made me really like realize that I did want to back them was when Haley, Just Buy the Makeup or Half of Beauty News, reviewed their brushes, because she is like, in my opinion, she's like a brush aficionado, has a ton of brushes, buys lots of like hakuhodo, chikuhodo, like a lot of the more handcrafted brushes. And when she said that this was like a gateway or like, an entryway for people that can't typically afford handmade brushes to be able to go into owning them, I thought, okay, yeah, I'm gonna make the purchase. And I kept debating on what I wanted to get, but I ended up deciding on the full collection. And then after I backed them, then they also added on the bronzer brush, and so I paid for that. And I won't get the brushes till November, so I've just been like on tenterhooks till I get them. Um, I can't even think if I own anything nearly that expensive in my collection right now. Everything else is pretty much lower priced. I bought one of the small Pat McGrath palettes that retails for $55. Yeah, if I had to, I really can't think of anything else that I've spent that much money on. If we're talking indie eyeshadows, I've definitely spent in the triple digits for purchases from indie brands. I'm thinking, again, I already mentioned them, JD Glow, Cleona, multiple lethal purchases. But in terms of a single purchase, definitely goes to Refer. Yeah, because I don't own anything Natasha Denona. I don't own any super fancy, expensive eyeshadow palettes. Somebody wants to gift them to me, I'll happily take them, but I don't own any. Question number 4. Are you willing to buy products at full price, or do you usually wait for a sale or discount code? I'm typically always down for a sale or discount code, but I've also bought things at full price. I hate the whole limited edition scarcity thing, but to be honest, if certain brands, particularly indie brands, if they launch something that I'm just super interested in, I'm gonna grab it up then. I've done that with both sets of the Kaleidos palettes. I've done that with, I think I did that with the Feral palette when it was launched. Like, typically speaking, it's when an indie brand says it's limited edition or limited run or something, and I'm interested and I know their quality, I will grab it right up. But when we're talking something I can get at Ulta, something I can get at Sephora, something I can get ColourPop, things like that, I'm gonna wait for a sale. Question number 5. Where do you shop for beauty products the most? Now, if you had asked me this question like 2 or 3 years ago, Sephora would have been my answer. Because for a very long time, I was signed up for Ulta, but I wasn't getting their emails for some reason, so I never knew when there was a sale. There was no Ultas like in the Brooklyn, New York City area. Now there's a couple of Ultas around that I can get to, and Ulta shipping has gotten so much better that I think Ulta is my go-to. If it's carried there, I'm gonna look there first. Again, the rewards are so much better, and I'm like kicking myself for not shopping them, and I'm kicking myself for not shopping at Ulta more when I did shop at Sephora so much, because the cashback I've gotten just in like a year is ridiculous comparatively. So yeah, Ulta will be my number one answer, but then I shop so much with, again, indie brands that I also do a lot of like one-off website shopping. One shop that I would love to come to the New York City area would be Riley Rose, because that seems like a perfect sweet spot for me. But for now, Ulta's the answer. Question number 6. How often do you get your nails and or hair done? So my hair, I buzz myself. Before I was doing that, I was getting it cut like once or twice a year. So yeah, I barely touch my hair. It grows really, really slow, and I have no patience for it. In a dream world, I would get my nails done every 2 weeks. I don't. I usually go through spurts. I'll like have them done for like a span of like 3 to 5 months, and then I will like let them grow out and recover and then get them done again. And usually it's a budget thing. It's not like I want to let my nails breathe, because like my hair, my nails grow really slow and they're just thin, and I've always been thin and terrible. but usually it's like a budget thing. I'll hit a point where I'm like, I really shouldn't spend that money, and then I'll just stop going, and then, yeah. Question number 7 is, do you prefer long or short nails? And that's kind of related. I love a medium length nail on me. Like, some people might call that long, but like a little bit of length, like an almond stiletto kind of shape. I love longer nails on me. I feel like, so for me, there's something about having my nails done, especially when I have like a dip or an acrylic on them, and there's a fake nail with some length. I just feel together. I feel, it's hard to articulate, but like I struggle with depression, and there are times that I'm like, I don't really feel like getting up and doing anything. But there's something about like, if I look down and my hands are already done and they make me happy, I'm like, I mean, I'm already like 3/4 of the way there. I can get up and take a shower and like I feel better. I don't know what it is, but for me, if I could have like a medium length almond stiletto length nail at all times, even a better perk to it if I could have a little bit of nail art. Yeah, I would totally rock that at all times. Question number 8 is, which makeup brush brand is your favorite? Well, I'm hoping as of November that Refer is my favorite brush brand. I really hope it's true because, whew. But until then, I feel like Moda Pro might be my all-around favorite. I only have 2 brushes from them, but I have a really nice face brush and a really nice eye brush, and I would buy more of their brushes based on these. Question number 9 is, high-end or drugstore mascara? Again, if you had asked me this question a year ago, I would have said drugstore for sure. Unfortunately, I've fallen really heavily in love with Glossier Lash Slick, and that's like $16 or $18 a tube. So I guess I have to say high end, even though I don't really want to say that. But for being able to find something that works on my lashes, doesn't smudge, is cruelty free, yeah, I gotta give it to Glossier. And I say that very begrudgingly because that brand, not my favorite. Question number 10. Think of your favorite makeup brand. Is it drugstore, high-end, luxury, or indie? Indie's gotta win this battle. I mean, when I think of all of my favorite eyeshadow brands and formulas, they're indie. Some of my favorite highlighter formulas are indie. Yeah. I mean, if I was saying face products alone, I might give that to Luxury Hourglass because I am a bougie motherfucker when it comes to like their face products. But Lethal Cosmetics, Cleona Cosmetics, Luxie, Divina, JD Glow, Give Me Glow, those are all, they have some great formulas for eyeshadows, and they're all indie. Question number 11. Considering your answers to these questions, do you think you're bougie? So of course, Teresa is Dead had the very best answer to this question. She basically, like in a bad paraphrase, said like, yeah, I'm bougie. Like, even if I'm not bougie with my makeup purchases, I'm like bougie in my lifestyle. And I would agree as best I could. Like, I'm not on her level, I know that for sure, but I'm doing the best I can. I don't have kids, I don't want kids. I'm living by myself in an apartment in Brooklyn. Like, I feel it in my soul. Like, I am making decisions about my life that most people would like claim are selfish, and I would say you're right, but I don't think that's a bad thing. So yeah, I would say, and like in my core, like if I could buy like all the fanciest makeup brushes and wear more expensive clothes and all of that, I would. Like, if I could, I would. I don't feel like I'm one of those people that I'm like, oh no, I would still wear Keds every day even if I was wealthy. Like, no, I wouldn't do that. I know myself. I think I'm trying to not like live aspirationally, like buying things that are out of my budget because that's where I want to be. But I am wishfully bougie. Like, I would buy more expensive stuff if my budget allowed. And I would live in a fancier place if my budget allowed, and all those things. So hopefully I'll get there one day. So that was the Boujee Beauty Guru tag. I really enjoyed that. Thank you again to Maria for creating this fun and thought-provoking tag. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give me a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, give me a thumbs down. I don't mind. If you haven't subscribed already and you're enjoying my content, feel free to subscribe. Follow along in my colorful shenanigans. Thank you again for spending a bit of your day with me. I hope to see you again real soon. Bye, friends.